They look like your neighbor. They go to church. They grill with you on Sundays. Hell, they're even Little League coaches. But when the order comes, they're not American citizens. They're weapons. Sleeper cells don't march in, they wake up. In America, we're full of them. This is Operation Intel, where the truth hits harder than silence. Let's go. Welcome back to Operation Intel, where the truth hits harder than silence. Today, I'm going to be going over something that I've seen all over TikTok, all over YouTube. It's something that I've talked about on this channel numerous times. Sleeper cells. A lot of people don't know the definition or what they are and how dangerous they truly are. Today, though, we're going to break down a threat most Americans don't understand. And most politicians won't talk about until it's entirely too late. This isn't about paranoia or about fear-mongering. You know I don't do that. It's about reality. And the national security time bomb sitting quietly inside of our borders right now. We're going to be going over what sleeper cells actually are, how they operate, real examples in the US right now, and why now is the time to start paying attention. So first of all, let's get into what is a sleeper cell. A lot of people are asking this. A lot of people are just now hearing this term. If you look at the definition of a sleeper cell or a sleeper agent, a sleeper cell is a group of deep cover agents, terrorists, spies, sabotagers, who infiltrate a target country and blend in until they're activated. A sleeper agent could be dormant, living a normal American life for years. No red flags, no chatter, just silence until they get a signal to go. The signal could come from anywhere from overseas, or it could come from somebody sitting in a church pew right next to them. And their mission is pretty simple, to be honest with you. It's to disrupt, destroy, and undermine. This isn't tanks. This isn't missiles. It's from within. The scariest part about this is they're already here. This is not something new. This is not something that just Al-Qaeda is doing, or just Hezbollah, or just the Iranian government. Sleeper cells aren't science fiction. This is basically Cold War 101. The Soviets planted deep cover KGB agents in the US for decades. They learned our culture, they married our citizens, and they just waited for their orders. After 9/11, the US uncovered Al-Qaeda sleeper cells that had quietly lived in places like Florida, Michigan, and even Virginia. Some of the hijackers even went to flight school and just waited on their orders before the attacks. Now our modern battlefield is filled with cyber attacks, economic attacks, and cultural attacks. We're seeing state-backed influence campaigns, proxy operatives, and infiltration tactics that make the Cold War era look like checkers. It matters a lot right now. And I don't care what you hear on the internet. I don't care what Fox News tells you. I don't care what CNN tells you. I don't care what MSNBC tells you. Here's what nobody wants to say out loud. We are more vulnerable today than we were on September 10th, 2001. Why do you think that is? Our southern border rather, was wide open. Sleeper cells knew that. Sleeper agents knew that. Hell, just Sunday, ICE arrested 15 Iranian nationals. The Biden administration, when he was president, and I do not get into politics on this channel, that administration had to open borders on our southern border. They detained over 1,400 Iranian nationalists trying to cross our border. The scary part about that, half of those were let go. America is distracted by politics, by division, and by cultural wars. You see the riots in LA, you're seeing it all over right now. And the worst part about all this, we've traded being prepared for politeness. While we argue about pronouns, foreign operatives, sleeper agents are studying our infrastructure, our technology, and our vulnerabilities. You think China doesn't have assets here? You think Iran isn't building networks? Take a hard look around you guys. Look at all the farmland China has bought in the last few years. Look at what I just told you about our southern border. If you do not think that they are paying attention, think again. There are many different ways that they get into our country. Sleeper agents don't just sneak in through Hollywood scripts. They come through student visas. They come through refugee programs. They come through marriage fraud. And yes, even the TikTok algorithm. The goal is embed, wait, and act. We're not talking about lone wolves. We're talking about a strategic infiltration with backing, training, and long-term plan to strike. A lot of people think that these sleeper cells or sleeper agents just don't have a plan in place. They do. They plan ahead. All they're waiting for is a green light. What America should be doing right now, and what we should do, first of all, and most importantly, stop pretending this isn't happening. Stop caring about which side of the aisle is right, which side of the aisle is wrong. What's going on right now in our country is we've been infiltrated. And this isn't coming from Operation Intel. This is not coming from just me. This is coming from intelligence agencies. You are just now hearing about this, and it's been happening for years. Second, we harden our systems. Immigration, cyber communications. We have to harden that stuff because we are vulnerable there. And I'm not fear-mongering when I tell you this. Third, we rebuild intelligence networks that have been gutted or politicized. And lastly, what I'm trying to do for you is we educate the public. I'm not trying to create panic or, like I said, warmongering or fear-mongering. Trying to create awareness of what is going on right now. You cannot stop what you refuse to admit exists. And the problem isn't just going to magically go away because we don't talk about it or you don't believe in it. They're here. Listen. Sleeper cells don't need to invade. Like I said, they're already here. They're just waiting. And if we don't take this threat seriously right now, we're going to wake up one morning to a country we don't recognize. We're going to wake up to a tragedy like we seen on September 11th or New Year's Eve. The list goes on and on. If, and I said this in my last video, if you see something out of place, say something. I'm not telling you to don't go about your normal life, but be vigilant. Don't get complacent. This video was made to get the awareness out there so people knew exactly what sleeper cells were if they didn't know. If you do know what a sleeper cell is, if you know what a sleeper agent is, congratulations, good job. But I hope that after this video, you know that there is a real threat, no matter if you're on the left side or if you're on the right side of the aisle. Because I hate to tell you, these terrorists do not care if you're Republican or Democrat. Like always, guys, if you like my content, like, subscribe, and share. It helps me out a lot. I try to give you guys world news through the eyes of a combat veteran. It helps out a lot. And until next time, this is Operation Intel. Subscribe, like, and share. This is Operation Intel, where the truth hits harder than silence.